You keep failing. And the reason why you keep failing is because you're missing three key things. These three key things aren't even about fitness. These are about attaining goals for life. If you're the type of person who wants to do better in their career, if you want to build a business, if you want to get into shape, you name it, these three things are going to be very, very important. The first thing that you're going to need is an end goal. You need to figure out where you want to be. What is it that you actually want? Do you want to be more flexible? Do you want to learn calisthenic skills? Do you want to get stronger? Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to gain muscle? Figure out what it is that you actually want to do and your end goal. It doesn't even have to be fitness related, as I already said. It could be to build a business, but it could also be synergized between fitness and your career goals. Okay. It could be, I want to be in the best shape of my life and I also want to have a business by this time. Figure out what your goals are and make sure they are clear. Have that end goal. And that brings me into the next thing, which is having a clear plan. You need to know exactly what your plan is. When NASA built rockets, they didn't just say, let's just see what we can do. They didn't do that, okay? They had a plan. They tested out things. They analyzed where they went wrong. That allowed them to then progress to figuring out exactly how they could build the best rocket. It's like anything. You need to know what plan you're going to have in order to get to your goal, okay? People don't just try and finally, somehow, luckily get to where they want to be. Think of me, for example. I didn't just think to myself that I want to be one of the number one fitness coaches in the world one day. I didn't just think to myself, oh, maybe if I'm lucky, I'm going to be very, very successful and be able to network with very high level individuals. No, this was all planned. I planned this all out myself by making sure I had that end goal in mind, and I worked every single day, every single week, every single month in order to get to this point I'm in right now. It's exactly the same for you. The next thing that you're going to need is a strong why. You need to know this one right here, current you need to know why you're doing this. Are you doing it in order to feel better, feel more energized so that maybe you can play with your kids as you get older? Are you doing it because you have some pain in your body right now that you want to get rid of? Are you doing this to create a better life for yourself in the future, for your family, for the ones that you care about, the ones you love? Or maybe are you just doing this for someone else? If you're doing it for someone else, then don't bother doing it. Do it for you and figure out what it is that you actually want to do this for. Why is this important to you? Why is this something that you're even considering or thinking about? You need to know exactly why you're doing it. And the best thing to do is to do it for you. Do it for you. Do it for yourself in the future. And that's going to lead me nicely into the next thing that I'm going to talk about. And I'm actually going to do a manifestation activity with you guys right now. So I do this all the time, and I have done this for many, many years. And I'm a big advocate for manifestation. And this ties all in together, and this is exactly why I'm going to do this exercise with you right now. So what I want you to do is close your eyes. Close your eyes with me right now. Okay? Make sure the room that you're in is silent. If not, I'm going to give you 10 to 30 seconds in order to make sure the room is silent and you can't hear very much. If you need to put on headphones, you can, or earphones, do that, but make sure that it's just either white noise or it's a noise cancelling device. Okay, are we ready? What I want you to do right now is feel how you feel when you are the best version of yourself. Imagine that you're there. Imagine that everything around you is exactly how you wanted it to be. How does it look? Who are you with? What's the weather like? What location are you in? What time of day is it? Can you feel the breeze on your skin. Now what I want you to do is take all of that in, okay? Feel every single part of that experience of you in the future. And what I want you to do is to be grateful. Have the emotion of feeling grateful. Be thankful that you're there. Be thankful that you're here, more importantly. And really think to yourself, wow, thank you so much, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, that I'm in this position right now. Now open your eyes. How did that feel? Because if you did it properly, you would feel like it's possible to get to where you want to be. Right now, your current situation, such as your environment, the people you're spending time with, the things that you're putting into your head on the daily, whether that's just scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, are negatively affecting where you want to be. So what you need to do is you need to adopt the principles, the lifestyle, the environment of someone who is the future person of you. Your end goal, where you want to be. Is future you going to be, I don't know, hanging around with the wrong people, eating the wrong foods, unhealthy stuff, not exercising, not working out, not putting in extra work after work, not actually developing a plan to improve your business? Is that the type of person that is going to be able to get you to your ideal you? Is that really the person? Because I don't think so. By incorporating manifestation and visualizing where you actually are, but not only that, incorporating those principles of becoming that person, what they would do on a daily basis, how they would feel, how they would act, you would then be able to get past that gap and get to your ideal you. This is the most important thing in not only a fitness journey, but also life. You need to know exactly where you want to be. You need to have a plan, and you need to know why you're doing it. If you do not have these three things, then everything that you do, every action that you do from now on is going to be completely worthless. It's going to be pointless. There is literally no point. If you're not digesting this video right now and you're not taking everything in that I'm telling you, then you might as well just quit now. Because this is the secret, this is the key in order to get to your dream life. You might be saying, Callum, are you at your dream life yet? Maybe not, but I'm certainly on the way there. And I'm doing the daily actions of my future self in order to create that reality. If you do these things, what you're going to see is a shift in energy. Your energy state is going to be completely different. And that energy that you're going to have and output on the world is going to align you with the person that you want to become. But not only that, you're actually going to drag in magnetically the people who you want to be around, the people who want to see you win, the people that are going to help you along the way. That positive environment, okay? And what you're going to find is that the universe, God, again, whoever you believe in, is going to actually give you more opportunities because it's going to like you. God is going to like you, the universe is going to like you, and they're going to end up giving you more opportunities than other people because you're putting in the work. You're doing everything that you possibly could in order to get to that end goal, that end destination, the ideal you. And it is impossible, and I repeat, impossible for you not to get there and not to see the results that will come your way if you don't do everything that you can possibly do in order to achieve the life that you want. Really, guys, the end goal is a complete identity shift. You have to reframe who you are, who you want to become, and act like the person you want to become. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to have that identity shift. You're going to carry on doing the same things, just like a hamster wheel. You're going to go round and round and round and round, and you're never going to be able to get out. You don't want a hamster wheel. What you do want is a clear path. You want to be running that path, not walking, not being distracted by different things along the path. No, you want to be walking confidently. You want to be running aspirationally, happily, gratefully, have in your mind that you've already achieved, so that when you do get to that destination, it's not a surprise. The real driving factor to getting to your goals is not discipline. It's not motivation. It's not habits. It's not the people that you're with. The main thing is the why. What is your why? Why? What's the point? Why are you doing this? If you know that, everything else is just a bonus. Everything else is just an add-on. For instance, I can give you an example. My why is because I want to become the person I always knew I could be. I wanted to become the #1 fitness coach in the world. I wanted to be an example to other people, just like yourself watching. That is my hope. That is my desire. That is my goal. That is my why. Your goal, your why might be completely different to mine, and that's okay. But you have to use that as fuel. Use that as fuel along your path, along your journey, along your road, along your rocket, in order to break through and get to the ideal you, in order to have enough energy and power to jump over the gap. One thing that you need to remember is that your reason why must be greater than the pain it takes to get there. You're going to have days where it sucks. You're going to have days where you don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to work longer. But it doesn't matter if you do have those days, and they're going to happen. Because if you have that reason why, that's going to push you. So make sure that if you take anything from this video, your reason why is the most important thing in order to become the person you want to be, because it's going to help you even on your worst days. And if you still perform on your worst days better than regular people who don't do that, if you perform better than someone on your worst day than someone on their best day, you're going to win. You are going to reach the finish line. You are going to get to where you want to be. You're going to become the person that you've dreamt of. That's going to happen. You're going to become the ideal you. You need to perform on your worst days, but more importantly, you need to use that big why as fuel to get there, so that when pain comes up, which is inevitable, you're able to smash through it with no problem. There are the obvious pains in fitness, such as eating in a calorie deficit. You know, people think that's a struggle, and maybe it will be depending on your habits at the time. But if you have that why, it's going to be easy. Maybe you're going to struggle to work out consistently, but if you have that why, you're going to go to the gym. You're going to hit that workout. You're going to do it anyway. Maybe another struggle is staying consistent. Maybe another struggle is having a good sleep routine and getting to bed on time. But as I said before, if you have that why, these things are not going to be hard. The main thing that I look for with all my prospects on the battle plan calls that I have loads of times every single week is asking people what their why is. Why is this so important to you? Why do you want to do it anyway? Why do you even want to transform your health? Why do you want to transform your life? Why? If any prospect that I talk to doesn't have a strong enough reason why, then they won't be able to work one-to-one with me. This is something that I very much value. If you don't have a why, it's very, very easy to stop what you're doing. That is why this is so important. Some of the whys that I get and the whys that enable me to be able to work with people and help them to get to where they want to be are as follows. They want to get in shape for their kids. Maybe they want to feel loved by their wife again or their girlfriend. They want to be seen as a leader in their family. They want to prove that childhood bully wrong. They want to be respected in their workplace. And they want to be proud of their physique when they look in the mirror. These are all incredible reasons that will enable you to push past those bad days and get to where you want to be. The human experience means that everyone has bad days. There's no light without dark. You cannot actually feel happy, content, satisfied if you don't have those dark days. If you don't have those days where you want to quit, then it's not going to mean much to you when you actually get there. It's part of the process. But on the flip side, ask yourself, what happens if you don't actually get there? What's going to happen to you? Number one, which I don't even want to say, is death, disease. Maybe your wife leaves you. Maybe you get fired from your job or you get demoted. Maybe your kids lose respect for you or don't even have respect for you in the first place. Or maybe, worst of all, you lose respect for yourself. And then everything else comes crashing down. You don't want to be that guy. You do not want that to happen to you. If you want a concrete plan in order to get to the goal you have in mind for yourself, for your future, in order to go from this to this, make sure that you join my Hybrid High Performers community. It's completely free. You can join it right now. I'll leave a link in the description of this video and I'll put one up somewhere along here. And what you can do from there is that you can start to assess where your problem lies, what you actually want to achieve, what the processes are going to be to get there, and why you're going to do it. Within this community, there are a bunch of different assets, resources, and value that you can get completely free that I've made especially for someone like you who is watching this video. You're going to get access to hundreds of videos with the best protocols to get in shape, the best workout splits, the best ways to optimize your sleep, on-the-go nutrition guides, plans, and other resources that I usually charge for. However, because this is available to everyone, this also means that none of it is tailored to you. If you're the type of person who is looking for something more tailored, a clear and custom roadmap, exactly what you should eat, how many times you should work out in a week, how long you should work out for, what type of exercises are going to suit you and your body, what exactly you need to implement into your specific routine to see success in all areas of your life, to have that full transformation and become the ideal you. And you are a busy, career-driven man who sits at their desk all day or sits down for prolonged periods of time, then make sure to book in a battle plan call with myself. Again, it's completely free. We can analyze exactly where you are, where you want to be, where you want to get to, and figure out your reason why. But before you book that call in with me, make sure that you have that why, because if you don't, then I'm not going to give you the opportunity to be able to work one-to-one with me. Okay? Have that why, book in the free battle plan call, and I'll see you very soon.